Hello and welcome, and thanks so much for joining me. I'm Jules Hawley. I'm the founder of Mind, Body, Life, Soul. My mission is to help midlife ladies like you find happiness and navigate the messy middle of midlife. So this is a video guide and it's specifically designed for women who find themselves in the midst of midlife challenges. So I'll show you how to discover happiness through emotional healing, which I believe is the true path to midlife happiness and wellness. And by understanding this path and the secrets and techniques that I'll share with you, you'll be better equipped to identify and overcome any barriers that are hindering your progress on your midlife journey. So adopting positive practices and effectively managing midlife will become so much easier for you. So together we can ensure that every woman going through midlife may embrace this transition, enjoy the journey and live life to its fullest. So I will share with you where you may be getting it wrong. I'll also give you 5 keys to happiness through prioritizing emotional wellness. I'll also share some techniques that you can use for immediate healing and happiness. And there will be an optional offer for further support. The presentation itself will provide a roadmap that you can start to use and implement straight away. So midlife, it's a time of change, it's a time of transitions, a time of responsibilities, and then along comes the menopause as well. So all of those can bring added challenges, and many midlife women find themselves in survival mode. They can be lacking rest and recharge, and that leads to exhaustion and burnout. And there are challenges faced by midlife women related to emotional wellness. Now, a few that you may well recognise are feeling stuck or lost. So many midlife women may feel like they've hit a plateau in their personal lives or the professional lives, and they're just not sure what direction to take next. You might feel like you've lost touch with your passion and purpose, or you might feel like you're just going through the motions. You could be dealing with health issues because as we women age, we may face a variety of health issues that can impact our emotional well-being. We can also find that we have caring responsibilities. Many midlife women are also dealing with the demands of caring for aging parents, so that can be both emotionally and physically demanding and exhausting. On top of that, it can also leave you with very little time or energy to focus on your own self-care and well-being. And midlife can be a time when negative self-talk and limiting beliefs start to take hold. So women may start to doubt their abilities, they can question their choices, and they can feel like they've missed out on their chance to achieve their goals. It can also be a time of transition in relationships. So you could be dealing with empty nest syndrome as your children leave home. You may be facing divorce, or you could be dealing with the loss of a partner. So all of these changes can be difficult to navigate emotionally, and they can leave you feeling isolated or disconnected. And how many of you have been working on your personal development for a long time already? You've done the training, you've done the coaching, you've attended seminars, quite possibly you've been in therapy or at counselling, and yet how many of you are still not happy in yourself or happy with your life? So what is the fundamental problem with finding midlife happiness and fulfillment? You're looking in the wrong place. And trust me, you're not alone in this. So many people believe that external achievements or changes in their circumstances are necessary for happiness. And midlife women often neglect their emotional well-being because they're fulfilling all those multiple responsibilities. And by focusing solely on those external obligations, that can lead to emptiness, dissatisfaction, and feeling stuck. Lasting happiness is not found externally. And trust me, I know because I tried that way too. So I have a personal experience of burnout. I had both a slow burn last year and a burnout that led to a breakdown 5 years ago. I have a background in personal development and I'm fascinated with all things neuroscience, neuroplasticity, positive psychology, spirituality, and I've been on a long journey of change, self-development, self-discovery, and realised that I've been seeking help to alleviate my own suffering and benefit my own healing. So 5 years ago, when I was recovering from a breakdown, I spent 2 months studying in India. So I was studying yoga, and that photo is from my yoga school, and it is in a forest overlooking the Ganges River, and they are the Himalayan foothills in the background. So that time for me was restorative. I had my spiritual awakening. It was a real escape from life and a true healing journey. But then I had to come back to life. Um, and I experienced the dark night of the soul. I just wanted to turn it all back to where it started. It was just too hard. I've heard it called a self-help purgatory, and I understand that because you do just feel stuck. I still had limiting beliefs, and that was affecting my life, my business, and my health. I still wasn't actually able to change my mind to the extent that I needed to. Um, and then last year, I realised that I'd been in survival mode for a few years, and that led me to another burnout. So at that point, I did a deep dive into learnings and readings and teachings and focused on my self-awareness. I read some of my favourite teachers. I found new teachers. I'm really drawn to people like Gabor Mate, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I've been learning about Ho'oponopono, and I was reading David R. Hamilton. And I guess what they all have in common is that they're all focused on healing and on rewiring your brain for health, and that is mental, physical, and emotional health. And so, in expanding my mind at that time and really paying heed to my emotions, I just knew that this was aligned with my work. So, whenever I do learn, I'm constantly integrating all the knowledge to create practical tools for the clients that I work with too. And I'd already developed an integrated holistic framework, but rediscovering more and applying that knowledge, it helped me to redevelop or evolve my holistic framework so that it centers on the mind-body connection. And it's really my own experience, my personal experiences, and my long journey of self-healing and self-discovery that have led to the development of this integrated holistic framework. So a little bit more about me. That's me and my little rescue dog, and I include her for a reason because she's been a key part of my healing and my emotional wellness. So I'm a happiness and wellness coach. I'm a consultant, and I'm an ex-HR director from a corporate background. And most importantly to you, I'm a midlife woman. So I have over 20 years experience in personal development, organisation development, culture change, and I had a real interest in mental health at work from my own lived experiences of mental illness. I left my corporate career 5 years ago, and that was in the midst of my burnout. And I was also going through a very difficult perimenopause. Now, at that time, I'd never even heard of perimenopause, let alone know how to manage it. And since I've left my corporate career, I've worked as a coach, but also I've worked as a workplace wellbeing consultant. Alongside that, I also work with Over the Bloody Moon, and they are a menopause support provider in the UK. So with them, I help to develop and deliver training to businesses, and I also help businesses to develop and implement frameworks and practices that help them to create menopause-friendly workplaces. But I have to share with you that that consultancy work, it's not my passion. Coaching is my passion. Working one-on-one with clients, helping women change their lives. And the reason I'm sharing that with you is to just share that with you that I lost my way in midlife. I chose safety and security and familiarity and ultimately comfort over what was my empowered vision, which I'll share more about that with you later. So I've been coaching for about 11 years now, and I have completed diplomas in life coaching, in NLP, and in mindfulness-based CBT. I've also completed yoga teacher training, which you saw from my photo in India. Part of that was pranayama, which is breathing practices, and pranayama is a really important part of my daily practice. I'm also a trained Reiki practitioner for many years, so I've always been interested in energy healing, and I'm always studying. So right now I'm exploring psychoimmunology, and that's so that I can base my programs on a foundation of lasting healing and wellness. I believe in a holistic approach. So my business name is Mind, Body, Life, Soul, and that really reflects that holistic approach. And integrated holistic approaches, there's a lot of research emerging now in support of that. And it's my belief that it really is the only true way to regain and maintain lasting wellness. Um, my personal experience of neglecting my emotional well-being led me to burnout, unhappiness, and lack of fulfillment. So really the combination of my background, my qualifications, and my personal experience, that's what has led me to focus on emotional well-being and the mind-body connection. And also to let you know, late last year, I've been struggling with anxiety. Now, I'm also still in my menopause transition, and at that time, late last year, I'd started to take hormones. So initially, I was relieved. I felt that the hormones were helping my anxiety to ease. But what I didn't realize until a little later that as anxiety eased, I was actually sliding into a depression. And I also had some physical health issues. Now, nothing major, but just one thing after another. And the moment I realized that I was depressed, somehow this time it was a wake-up call. I knew I had tools to help, but I also knew that I needed to adopt practices that helped me long term. Something needed to change in how I approached this. And it was as though all my reading on mind-body connection, it was perfectly timed, it was perfectly aligned. My mind was affecting my body was affecting my mind. I needed to care for both. And I strongly believed, I just knew at that point that I needed to focus on emotional healing because happiness is an inside job. So contrary to common belief, happiness in midlife does not rely on external achievements or changes in circumstances. True healing and lasting happiness, it comes from within. It's through a deep emotional wellness journey and a self-discovery process. And by shifting our focus to nurturing our emotional well-being, that unlocks a profound sense of purpose, fulfillment, and authentic happiness in midlife. So previously I mentioned that I had the knowledge and I had the tools, but I hadn't fully integrated them to bring about the necessary mindset change. Well, now I have. I have successfully achieved that integration and I've identified 5 key shifts that lead to true and lasting happiness and fulfillment in midlife. So these 5 shifts form an integrated holistic health framework. So an integrated holistic lifestyle, it's a way of living that recognizes the interconnection between physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And instead of solely focusing on isolated physical symptoms or on individual aspects of health, this approach prioritizes whole person health and balance. So the aim is to create a harmonious equilibrium across all aspects of your life, and that can result in an overall sense of well-being and happiness. So this is the holistic wellness framework that I developed based on the 5 keys to happiness through emotional well-being. And the first of those keys is awareness. And awareness forms the foundation of your healing journey. So it's all about developing self-awareness and understanding your emotions, understanding your triggers and the impact that they have on your life. So through mindfulness, self-reflection, and the use of powerful techniques like journaling and meditation, I can help you cultivate present moment awareness and gain insights into your emotions, your thoughts, and your needs. And by embracing the acceptance of your current reality, that frees you from resistance. It allows you to start where you are, just start exactly where you are, accept that. And then by choosing to take agency and committing to emotional healing and self-care, you'll embark on a transformative path. And then the next key is to create an empowered vision. Now, that's a crucial step in finding happiness and purpose in midlife because it's about gaining clarity and setting a direction for your life that aligns with your values and aspirations. So together we would explore what truly matters to you, your passions, your dreams, and your desires. We'll set empowering goals that resonate with your authentic self and bring your ideal future to life through visualization. An empowered vision, it becomes your guiding light. It gives you hope, inspiration, and direction, and it helps you prioritize your time and energy, which propels you towards a fulfilling life that aligns with your deepest desires and values. So with an empowered vision, you will experience a renewed sense of purpose and focus, and that serves as a compass. It helps keep you on track towards a life that brings you happiness and fulfillment. Now, the next key is healing, and the mind-body connection is a profound concept where our mental and emotional states influence our physical health and vice versa. So your emotional well-being plays a pivotal role in your overall health. So it's crucial to establish and maintain it. And in this healing module, we explore various methods to help you cultivate a healthy mind-body connection. We delve into the significance of emotional well-being, and that involves having a positive outlook, managing and expressing emotions, and nurturing satisfying relationships. And by prioritizing your emotional well-being, you'll feel more connected, you'll feel more confident and resilient and equipped to cope with stress and embrace a higher quality of life. And the next key is unbecoming, and that's letting go. So to unleash your full potential in health, business, and life, it's essential that you let go of limiting beliefs, fears, behaviors, expectations, and attachments. Many of our thoughts and beliefs, they restrict us, so they shape our worldview based on our conditioning from our past experience. So that's really the lens through which we see the world. And this module, it empowers you to uninstall those programmed limitations and reprogram any of the beliefs that are hindering your growth. And by shedding those barriers, it frees you to embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. It unlocks your healthiest, happiest, and most impactful life. And conscious living, that emphasizes the importance of mindful and intentional living during midlife. So this module encourages you to prioritize self-care, to engage in fulfilling activities, and to create a supportive environment that promotes your well-being. And by achieving balance in work, play, and rest, by simplifying your life, nurturing supportive relationships, and developing resilience, you'll experience reduced stress levels and an overall improvement in your well-being. Incorporating daily practices such as meditation, exercise, mindfulness, that all further enhances your ability to manage stress, to elevate your mental and emotional well-being and create a more gratifying life. So to summarize it, the holistic wellness framework, It offers a comprehensive and transformative journey for midlife women, providing you with the keys to establish a solid foundation for wellness in life. And by embracing these principles, you can create a supportive and nourishing environment that promotes your overall well-being. And through finding balance, simplifying your life, cultivating supportive relationships and nurturing your well-being, you have the power to create a healthier, more fulfilling and happier life. It's about embarking on a journey of self-discovery, growth and self-care, and ultimately that's empowering you to live your best life in midlife and beyond. So, all this talk of emotional wellness, what is it? It's a vital aspect of our well-being, especially during the midlife phase. Emotional wellness encompasses being aware of and accepting our emotions, understanding our triggers, and effectively managing our emotional responses. And by nurturing a positive relationship with ourselves and fostering healthy connections with others, we can promote overall well-being and find happiness in midlife. And when we neglect our emotional well-being, we expose ourselves to a range of consequences that can significantly impact our quality of life. So any untreated emotional wounds or unaddressed traumas can manifest as anxiety, depression, chronic stress, and feelings of emptiness or dissatisfaction, which hinders our ability to experience joy and find purpose. And on top of that, that emotional well-being is deeply intertwined with our physical health. So those unresolved emotional issues can contribute to chronic health conditions. Examples of those are high blood pressure, weakened immune system, sleep disturbances, digestive problems, and that all compromises our overall physical well-being. So neglecting our emotional wellness can also affect our relationships and our connections with loved ones. And any emotional baggage that we carry from the past can hinder our ability to trust, to communicate effectively and experience intimacy, which all leaves us feeling isolated, disconnected, and longing for meaningful connections. As well as that, when we don't prioritise emotional healing, we often find ourselves trapped in those old patterns, trapped by the limiting beliefs and the negative thought cycles. And this stagnation prevents personal growth. It stifles our potential and it hinders us from embracing new opportunities that could be bringing us joy and fulfilment to our lives. And so by recognising the consequences of neglecting our emotional wellness, that highlights the urgency and significance of addressing our emotional needs. The good news is that it's never too late to embark on a journey of emotional healing so that you can rediscover happiness amidst the messy middle of midlife. By embracing emotional wellness and actively working towards healing, you can experience transformative personal growth, you can nurture fulfilling relationships, and create a more joyful and fulfilling life for yourself. So, some secrets to share with you. Firstly, the mistakes. So, a key mistake I made was suppressing my emotions. So, I believed that showing my vulnerability or expressing my true feelings was a sign of weakness. And not only that, but I'd suppressed them for so long that I didn't know how to express my emotions. And because of that, I kept my emotions bottled up, probably thinking that that would protect me from pain or from judgment. However, in a moment of epiphany last year, I realised that suppressing those emotions was actually prolonging my healing process. And I discovered that acknowledging my emotions and honouring those emotions is a necessary part of healing. And by allowing myself to feel and express those emotions in healthy ways, I've really found liberation and a deeper understanding of myself. So the secret that I would share with you is to honour your emotions with mindful awareness. And my approach to healing the mistake of suppressing emotions is in helping my clients to develop a mindful awareness of your emotions and learn to honour them in a healthy way. By creating a safe and supporting space, I work with my clients to help them learn to express their emotions in a way that feels authentic and empowering to them. And we explore the roots of your emotional suppression and then develop tools to help you to release those emotions in a healthy, productive, and safe way. Another mistake is in seeking external validation. Now, that's another trap that I fell into, in both relying on others' opinions and approval to determine my self-worth. But not only that, but I valued and trusted other people's opinions more than I trusted my own, and this led to a repeating cycle of seeking more validation, and that just left me feeling empty, confused, unfulfilled, completely lost, really. And so my moment of epiphany was in realizing that true validation comes from within. Self-acceptance and self-love are the foundations of emotional healing, and by cultivating a strong sense of self-worth and by embracing your authenticity and also by embracing your intuition and leaning into that, that's how I found a profound sense of inner peace, and also a fulfillment that no external validation had been able to provide me. So my secret and my approach is to empower people who I work with to cultivate self-love and self-acceptance. And we would work together to identify your unique strengths, your values, and your passions to help you develop a deeper sense of self-awareness. And then I would support you in embracing your authentic self, so that you can discover your sense of purpose and your fulfillment that comes from within. And then I would also encourage you to set boundaries, to practice self-compassion and prioritize self-care so that you can live a life that is aligned with your values and beliefs. Oh, another big one for me was in avoiding my emotional triggers, and being generally avoidant. And during our emotional healing journey, we often avoid confronting emotional triggers. When something reminds us of past pain or trauma, we can very quickly distance ourselves from that or push those feelings away, and go and do something else to distract you from it. You believe that by avoiding the triggers, you're protecting yourself from further emotional pain. However, I realised that that avoidance, it only perpetuated the emotional wounds and again hindered my healing process. And by facing those triggers head on and allowing myself to explore the emotions associated with that was essential for my growth and healing. So I have learned to embrace those triggers and understand the origins of them, and that has allowed me to gain a deeper understanding of myself and to develop coping mechanisms which are much healthier. Because true healing, it comes from addressing and processing your emotional triggers rather than avoiding them. So the secret to share with you is to transform those triggers through compassionate exploration. And I would work with you to guide you through a process of that compassionate exploration, working together to identify your triggers and explore the emotions associated with that, but doing it in a safe and supported environment. And through that compassionate exploration, you will gain a deeper understanding of yourself and your emotional landscape. I would teach you and guide you to adopt healthier coping mechanisms so that you can manage the triggers and develop a sense of resilience, and that will allow you to face challenges with courage and confidence in the future. And then me again, neglecting self-care. So um, I was going to say at the beginning of my emotional healing journey, but probably throughout, and until fairly recently, I made the mistake of neglecting self-care, and that wasn't um, because I felt that it was selfish, but or unnecessary. I probably put the needs of others before my own quite often, and I just didn't realize the importance of self-care. And then I realized that self-care, it's not only important, but it's essential for your well-being. And by prioritizing that self-care, I was better able to show up for myself and for the others. And I discovered that self-care, it's not selfish, but it's a vital practice. It nourishes your emotional health and it allows you to be more present and more compassionate. So the secret that I would share with you is to nurture your self-care through daily practices. And those daily practices will promote emotional wellness. I would work with you to help you develop a personalized self-care plan that includes activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. And we would explore different techniques. They could include meditation, yoga, journaling, but making sure that it's self-care practices that align with your values and lifestyle. And by prioritizing that self-care, you will develop a sense of balance, inner peace, and an emotional resilience that allows you then to thrive in your personal and your professional life. So now that we understand the importance of emotional wellness and the consequences when we neglect our emotional healing, we can take time to explore practical steps that you can take to begin your own journey towards emotional well-being. So I really want to provide you with actionable techniques that you can implement in your daily life, and that will empower you to take charge of your emotional well-being and find happiness in the messy middle of midlife. So the first step towards emotional healing is in developing self-awareness. So I would encourage you to take time to reflect on your emotions, on your thoughts, and on your triggers. Now, journaling can be a really powerful tool for this self-reflection. And you would start by writing down your feelings, writing down any observations that you have, and notice any recurring patterns or themes that emerge. And this practice, it will help you gain clarity and help you to identify the areas that require healing for you. Another practice that you can adopt is mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment without judgment, and it allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting carried away by them or judging them in any way. And so, to incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine, you can engage in activities like meditation, like deep breathing or slow breathing exercises, or simply by mindful walks in nature. And that's one of the most powerful one for me. When I walk, I try to walk mindfully. I'm fully present. I notice the sights, the sounds, the smells, and try not to think about anything else that may be on my mind. I just escape into nature and think about things later. And a practice like that can help you cultivate a sense of inner calm and increase your ability to respond to any of life's challenges with greater clarity and emotional resilience. And another tip I would share with you is to seek support. Emotional healing is not a journey that you have to embark on alone. In fact, I would encourage you not to. Please reach out to trusted friends, family members, or a support group to share your experiences and feelings. You may consider professional support, and that could be from therapists, coaches, or counsellors, but choose ones who specialise in midlife transitions and emotional well-being, because they can provide guidance, tools, and resources that are tailored to your specific needs. And also, as we touched on in the last slide, embrace self-care. So far from being selfish or indulgent, prioritizing self-care is an essential part of your emotional healing journey. So please do set some time aside to engage in activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. And this could be practicing regular exercise, it might be eating nutritious foods, making sure or trying to get enough sleep, setting healthy boundaries, taking time for hobbies, or finding some creative outlets. and also creating moments of relaxation and self-reflection. But again, please do remember, self-care is not selfish, it's a vital component of your well-being. And another tip that I would share with you, and a technique that you can apply, is to start to let go of what no longer serves you. Emotional healing often involves releasing what no longer serves you. So this can include limiting beliefs, past traumas, toxic relationships, or some of that negative self-talk. So in the unbecoming or letting go stage of the holistic wellness framework, I explore strategies and exercise that would help you to release what is holding you back and make space for new possibilities. And just as I talk through all this, I'm thinking that I will create a PDF resource to complement this video guide, as that would be a really useful tool to have to guide you through all of these techniques, particularly if you're just starting out. Yes, I'll do that. I will share some exercises, some journaling prompts, and some additional resources that will help support you in this emotional healing journey. So I will share a link below wherever you find this video, so that you can also download the PDF or workbook. And remember, emotional healing, it's a very personal and unique process. So please be patient, be gentle with yourself as you're navigating through it. And the small steps that you take today will pave the way for a brighter and more fulfilling future. Because the benefits, oh my goodness, there are profound benefits and results to be found by prioritizing your emotional well-being, and it really can transform your life. So get ready to be inspired and motivated to take the next steps on your journey to finding happiness in the messy middle of midlife. Some of the potential benefits and transformational outcomes of prioritizing your emotional wellness are enhanced happiness, which is one of the ultimate goals. By prioritizing your emotional wellness, you can experience a greater sense of happiness and contentment. You develop the tools and resilience to navigate the challenges of midlife and find joy in the present moment and continually foster positive emotions. Emotional wellness practices, they facilitate self-reflection and introspection, and that allows you to gain a deeper understanding of yourself. So this heightened self-awareness, it empowers you to make conscious choices that are aligned with your values, passions, and your authentic self. Through emotional healing, you can develop a clear and empowered vision for your future. You'll gain clarity on your goals, your aspirations, and your purpose, and that allows you to make intentional decisions and take meaningful actions towards creating the life you desire. By prioritizing emotional wellness, it leads to healing and transformation on many levels. You can heal past wounds, release limiting beliefs, and let go of any emotional baggage that no longer serves you. And this process enables personal growth, it boosts self-confidence, and it creates space for new possibilities. And as you embrace your authentic self and you prioritize your emotional wellness, you'll experience a greater sense of fulfillment. You align your life with your values, with your passions, and your true desires, and that leads to a deep sense of purpose and satisfaction in midlife. You'll also find that emotional wellness practices foster healthier relationship with yourself and with others. So you can cultivate self-compassion, empathy, and effective communication skills, and that leads to more fulfilling connections with loved ones, which in turn provides you with a stronger support network. By prioritizing your emotional wellness, you can build resilience and develop coping strategies to help you navigate the ups and downs of midlife. You become better equipped to handle stress, to manage your emotions, and to maintain your overall well-being in the face of life's challenges. And through emotional well-being being or emotional healing and self-discovery, you can reclaim your power. It boosts your self-confidence and helps you step into your full potential. You will embrace your strengths, your talents, and your experiences, embrace your worthiness, and embrace a positive self-image. So these benefits and transformational outcomes highlight just what a positive impact prioritizing your emotional wellness can have on your life. It empowers you to create a fulfilling and purposeful journey through the messy middle. So now you have a choice. I've put two options, but of course the third option is to not do anything. But as we saw earlier, that can leave you struggling potentially exactly where you are. You could do it on your own. There is a lot of free content for self-improvement that you can consume, and you can continue to hope that you will implement it and that it will help you improve. But chances are that that will take time, and the results are not always guaranteed. Whereas now you have a chance to seize the opportunity to transform your midlife and the rest of your life beyond that. I am a coach and a guide for your transformational journey. I can help you to become empowered and enabled to take personal responsibility of your mental, emotional, and physical health and well-being. I will help you to discover your roadmap to health and well-being through integrated holistic lifestyle choices that will give you a more balanced, healthy, and happy life. And I will go on the journey with you. I will be your support, your guide. I'll help you troubleshoot, and I will be your coach. My coaching is unique in that it is a holistic approach to emotional wellness, which addresses the mind, body, life, and soul aspects of all midlife women's experiences. It recognises that true happiness and fulfilment comes from nurturing all of these dimensions, and that leads to a comprehensive transformation. And unlike generic coaching or more generic coaching, mine has a midlife focus, so it's specifically designed to support midlife women, and that acknowledges the unique challenges and opportunities that arise during this phase of life. It provides tailored strategies and support to help you navigate the messy middle with grace and with empowerment. I do share with you that comprehensive roadmap with the 5 modules of awareness, empowered vision, healing, unbecoming, and conscious living. And each of those modules is carefully designed to guide you through the necessary steps of emotional healing and personal growth, and that provides you with a clear path forward. I bring you expert guidance, as a founder and an experienced coach of mind, body, life, soul. I bring my expertise, my own experiences, which give me personal understanding of the midlife journey. So you'll benefit from my knowledge and insights, and I really do provide compassionate guidance and create a supportive and encouraging transformative coaching experience. You'll get actionable techniques in that my program, it really is about how you can practically implement these actionable techniques with exercises and strategies that you can implement in your daily life. And this practical approach ensures that you don't just gain knowledge, but that you also apply that to gain real life transformation and experience positive change. You can also gain some community support. You can choose to join my community of like-minded midlife women who are all on their similar journey. The programme provides a supportive and encouraging environment where you can connect, share experiences, and inspire each other. And that really fosters a sense of belonging and camaraderie and support, women empowering women. You will get personalized attention. I understand that everyone's journey is unique, so I tailor the coaching experience to meet your individual needs and ensure that you feel seen, heard, and supported throughout your transformational process. And there will be long-term impact. which is why I have developed this holistic wellness framework, because it focuses on creating sustainable long-term change. It equips you with the tools, the mindset and the skills to continue your emotional wellness journey beyond the programme's duration. It empowers you to lead that happy, fulfilling life in midlife and beyond. So, if you feel like I can help you, then I'd like to gift you a free wellness plan call. So I've set aside some time to speak to you personally about how you can start to apply these shifts to your own life starting immediately. So whatever your biggest challenges are, I can help you overcome them to take your life to the next level. So call me and we will create a plan for you to start prioritising your wellness. So in the call, we will create a crystal clear vision for the healthy, happy, balanced life that you want to live. I'll help you uncover the key barriers and challenges that are sabotaging your life and wellness goals right now. And you'll leave that session renewed, re-energized and inspired to finally make the life changes that will allow you to regain your health, your energy and your purpose once and for all. And we can also have a chat to see if this is something that I can then continue to support you with. So if you're tired of feeling stuck in the messy middle, of dealing with physical, emotional and mental symptoms, potentially of burnout, of dealing with feelings of anxiety or worry about midlife, of feeling that you're unable to manage or cope, and perhaps you're experiencing a sense of isolation and lack of support, or you're just feeling helpless, despite your best efforts to improve your overall life and well-being. And if you have been wanting support, if you have a specific problem that you genuinely want help resolving, and if you want and need to address this right now, then don't wait to start living a better life. Schedule a call to get started, but you must be ready to make the change. You must be willing to start taking action, and you must want to make those changes and feel that the time is now. Now, there is no catch, but the call is not for everyone. You must be ready, you must be willing to take action, and you must want to make change and feel that now is the right time. So if you're just kicking the tires or know that now is not your time, then that's absolutely fine. I really do hope that you took something away from this. Please stay in my community where you can access more learning materials and content. But I would ask that you protect my time that allows me to help somebody else who is ready, and that you then wait for now and book a call for whenever you're ready. So, of course, if you already know that you want to sign up and start working together immediately, then you can do that. I'll share that link too. But if you would like to chat, the call is absolutely free. The link to schedule the call, you can scan the QR code for that, and it's also posted below. Both will take you to a calendar link. So once you choose your appointment time, it will automatically redirect you to a short questionnaire. Now, it is short and simple. Please do fill that in. It helps me to get prepared, which allows me to better support you on the call. We'd start with that short call for 30 minutes. I promise you, I do not do arm twisting and I do not do hardcore selling. Instead, you will walk away with specific, tangible, actionable, implementable ideas that you can immediately start using in your life. And that will help you to create the crystal clear vision for the healthy, happy, balanced life that you want to live. Uncover the key barriers and challenges that are sabotaging your life and wellness goals right now, and allow you to leave that session renewed, re-energized and inspired to finally make the life changes to regain your health, energy and purpose once and for all. So let's start with that 30-minute conversation. You'll get your plan, and we can together we can consider what the next step is. It might be that we have a follow-up conversation. I might send you some free content because now isn't the right time for you, and if not, cool, but do stay in our community. Almost everybody tells me that this call alone is the best time that they've spent on themselves in a very long time. So please do book a call. It's confidential, and it's a great way for you to get perspective from someone who knows what you're going through, because I've been in your position. Now, some people do ask, why am I doing this? It's my purpose, my empowered vision to change the midlife experience, because I know that it is possible to live a better life, and I know that my program and framework helps people to do that, and because I don't want anybody to go through what I did. I struggled for almost 5 years until it clicked, and I struggled alone. So let's have a call and we can explore that, and we can see if it is a good fit for both of us. So with that, thank you. Thank you for being here. It has been my absolute pleasure to share this time and this guide and information with you, and I really do look forward to chatting with you soon.